Hey there, Heather Ho there, it's Jeff Cardano. Welcome you to yet another ASG Golf video to do with the 62,000s tour. Plenty of Canadians, but only one Canadian has made it to the round of 32. So we started with 128 guys and then down to 64, now down to 32. Winner goes to Augusta for the year-end tournament. Second place gets a second chance tournament, but they can still win a subsequent tournament and take that second place and turn it into first. We have 32 men for you. We have two matchups for you, of course. Our first matchup is Bubba Watson versus Al Balding. The only Canadian left is Al Balding. He'll face Bubba. Balding, nice shot. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Bubba wants to putt. Too much. Nice shot for par. Balding for the hook. No. And he can't make it. How did he miss that putt? Oy. Bubba will be up by 1. On to 2. Up and Balding. Up and over, and that'll hit the bunker. Bubba. Doing that. Balding. For par. Nope. Balding for the hole. Not this time. Here's Bubba on 3. Up and over. And nice. Balding. What a bad miss. Hold up. For par. Nice shot. For the hole. It's Bubba on 4. Over everything. Here he draws back. Balding. And there. For birdie. Nice shot. That's the hole. Here's Bubba on 5. Over everything. A little high. Balding. Bubba. For par. Bubba's up by 2, headed to the 6th. And yeah, that's the hole. That was stopped short. Balding? What's that? Pitch up. What's that? Bubba says, I'm not putt. I'm 30 feet. We're close. Balding for par. Brutal mistake. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a little jaded. Yeah, I'm jaded by this. Well, here's another matchup. Tim Clark and Jeff Ogilvy. Clark, he gets on the green at least. Ogilvy. Nicely done. Okay, trying to go perpendicular. For birdie. He's going for it. Why not? Ogilvy. Pretty gutsy, but they'll tie. Clark on 2. Both to left. Clark, Ogilvy, a putt for the hole. Yeah, that's the putt. It's 40 feet. Brutal double miss. Clark wins the hole. All right, here we go. Clark up and nope. There we go. Ogilvy. For the hole. Off by 3. Clark. On the floor. Up and over. He does. Ogilvy. What's that? Clark for birdie. Because Clark would have been up by 2 on the 5. And blocked it. Ogilvy. Nice shot. Shot for bird. And he'll lag, knowing that Clark's going to have a tough shot. Park. That's the hole. We have not had anyone officially in the round 16 yet. One match for all the well, one match will be televised. For birdie. Might as well try, because you know that Ogilvy will have to putt off the green. Alright. Wow, Ogilvy blocked. Perfect. Nice hit. On to 7. Over everything. Ish. Looked like the bunker, but no. Ogilvy. Nice. Park. Brutal miss. Ogilvy. Back to win. And Dave Reagan beats Kroll to sneak into round 16. Ben Curtis will move on, the 2003 British Open winner. Don January upsets Ernie Els in April. So Don January is trying to win the tournament in April. Ogilvy up and... Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Clark's going to have to really... I think I'm going to So yeah, so... Hard to tell. So Don January winning a match, Ben Curtis winning, and Dave Reagan winning. Ogilvy on 9. Nicely done. And the wins to the left. Well, the pin's to the left too. That actually helps. Matters that they don't have to go over the Pacific Ocean. As you said, whole information. It says I play along the Pacific Ocean. Along open bay for par. What the hell? And he botched it, so Ogilvy ties the match. Bryony Baird keeps going. He beats for plank. Bubba Watson beats Balding. Well, that was easy to predict. So Balding gives Canada another mistake. Wow! Ogilvy almost aced it. Clark. Down for par. And we're tied after 10 holes. Ogilvy on 11, looking for something. And looks like it was going to hit the water. Clark. Clark knows that Ogilvy. He'll putt. Why not? Up by 8. Ogilvy. No, sir. Clark. What a miss. Clark had a 2-up lead. Justin Rose beats Tony Lima, so Rose wins. Mason Rudolph beats Mahan, so yeah, so the guy that looks like Noah Grossman on Smosh wins the match. Glenn Ogilvy does that. Clark. Oh, Rudolph. He's suffering. Ogilvy has picked up momentum. Ay vey. Here's 13. Over the water. Yes. Tim Clark. Up and Ogilvy for birdie. Off by 2. Clark. Tied her up. which Devlin beats Alice, so that means Peter, the BBC can show their broadcast now. 14 on Wayne Foot. Ogilvy. Nice. For Bert. Off by 2. Yeah, it's weird how Marcus is going close to the pin, but he's in the bogey. I mean, nice shot by Smith. And it's high. It's high 214. Guy and Campbell are going to extra holes. We're going quickly for 10 minutes. Yeah, we'll go with Guy and Campbell and look at their playoff. All right. It's Clark. Is it in? No. Ogilvy for the hole. Oh, what a miss. Okay, so let's look at the again Campbell. All right. Up and down. Well, Campbell is up by 2 with 3 to go, and he's missed against Begay. Trying to move up, and that's good. Campbell. Nope. You didn't even get on the green. That's not good when you're facing off for the match. And Bagai wins the match. He will move on to the Sweet 16, Hawaii's own. And he does look like a young Akibono. Camila beats Leve. So that's 10 of the 16 matches done. If Vajegas wins. Clark on 16. Nicely done. Ogilvy. Birdie. Off by inches for the hole. So Tim Clark wins the hole, and now on to 17. Sawgrass. See there. That's back. Ogilvy. Here's Clark. Too much. Ogilvy. Nope. Clark, oh, what a mess. It's fun. And Ogilvy will tie the match. 18th at Augusta. Just clear the water. Really done. Ogilvy does. Clark. He does. Off the fan, too. Oh, 37 feet. He does have a 1 and 8 and a 36 chance. Off by 2. Clark. A 1 in 4.5 chance. Does not get it. Ogilvy to pass the 4. And we go to the playoffs. Jack Burke beats Johnny Pott. Well, he couldn't pot the ball. Bobby Nichols with a big win over Sabatini. Clark and Ogilvy, well, 4 holes each. Clark's won 2, 6, 13, 16. Ogilvy 7, 9, 11, 17. So Ogilvy has not won a hole with an even number. That might help Ogilvy. Yeah. Yeah, the 19th hole, and it's the first one in first hole. Clark. Nope. Up and good. For the match. Ogilvy had a 1 in 3.5 chance. No, we blocked. Clark makes it, and we go to extra. Another extra hole. On to the second one. Ogilvy. Up and Clark. Well, you have to do a good bunker shot. I think that's good. Ogilvy. Get close. This. For the par. Michael Thompson and Alex Sykes are going extra holes. Tommy Aaron is moving on. He beats George Bear. On to the third playoff hole. Up and over, and I think that's done. Clark. Nope, it rejected. Rejected. He needs a good shot here. That does not look good to me, Mike. For par. Well, Ogilvy's got 2 putts, I believe. He gets it down. Nicely done by Ogilvy. Well, Clark was up by 2, and then Ogilvy thought it was by 2, but yeah, 4-4. Jeff Ogilvy wins on the 21st hole, so nicely done by him. We're at 15 minutes. We're at 15 minutes. We'll keep going. David Toms wins the tiebreak against Arch Sykes. And Thomas Bjorn wins for Denmark. Suchek. So we have to determine the best matchup. Well, there's got to be one. Justin Rose, Bubba Watson. 2 legends of the 2000s going toe to toe. Dave Reagan goes against Ben Curtis. Don January against Bryony Baird. One of those guys will go in the quarterfinals. Mason Rudolph, Nota Bagai. One of Underdogs Instincts. Cabilo Villegas against Bruce Devlin. Jeff Ogilvy, Jack Burke. David Thomas, Bobby Nichols. And Tommy Aaron, Thomas Bjorn. Well, we now have 5 foreigners out of 16. That's not half bad. We know we have 1 foreign born quarterfinals inside of Villegas or Devlin, Colombia or Australia. Australia's got 2 foreigners. Colombia, Denmark, and England have 1 each. So yes, we're going to be doing Rose versus Bubba because after all, 2 legends of the 2000s have to battle each other. So let's see. We have a 60s versus 2000s. We have 60s versus 2000s, pair 2000s, and that one. Rudolph Begay is 60 versus 00. Vejegas Devlin, same thing. Ogilvy Burke, Tom's Nichols, and Aaron Bjorn. Can you believe it? 7 of the 8 matchups have someone from the 60s against someone from the 2000s, where Rose versus Watson the only exception to the rule. That is actually freakish. Very freakish that we would have some kind of setup like that. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.